grinding season, last game of the season, what do you think your group is up front, mentally and physically at this point?
Well, hopefully, we better be mentally prepared to go out here and compete our butts off. You know, we have a lot, you know, to play for. Like I told them, it's bigger than any one individual. It's about sending these seniors out the right way, finishing this thing off. You know, these guys have bought into it and worked really hard in the 3 years that we've been here. And those guys that have been here in that tenure, they deserve to go out the right way. And, you know, I think some of them, they really hadn't hit them. And like I said, until they get old like me, you know, they'll look back and they don't really know the significance of that being their last time, you know, playing in Neyland Stadium, the last time running through the T. You know, life changes. So, you know, you really want them to be able to finish this thing the right way. And so hopefully everybody's going to show up. Everybody's going to strain their butts off. We're going to play better. We're going to coach better. And we're going to try to finish better.
As a follow-up, how do you manage, you got a group of guys who could come back. They have that COVID year. How do you this week, has that been addressed to them yet? I mean, it's senior day, but it might not be senior day. It's kind of an odd deal.
Yeah. You know, obviously, COVID has changed the landscape of college athletics. NIL has changed the landscape of college athletics. And the transfer portal has changed the landscape. So, you know, we're dealing with a lot of variables. Unfortunately, in the society that we live in today, nobody really wants to deal in reality. Everybody wants it to be fluff, fluff, fluff. And I just think, you know, when it's all fluff and we're not being honest and truthful, we set them up for future failure. So, you know, I've tried to be honest, tried to be transparent. You know, at times, you know, the group has played good, and at times, you know, we haven't played so good. So, you know, like I told them, you know, to me, there's just so much unfinished business, and I'm not an advocate of that the grass is always green. You know, I just feel like what we've done here in the 3 years, fertilizing and watering our grass, it has gotten greener, and I think there are greener days ahead. So, you know, guys gotta want to be a part of that, you know, and it's gotta be something, you know, bigger than them. You know, I want them to have pride, you know, in having an opportunity to play at a place like the University of Tennessee. You know, and I mean that. You know, we're blessed, you know, with the opportunity to be here. We need to know that, and we need to cherish that. And it has to mean something. You know, I'm sitting there looking at family. I know certain guys, hey, this is their third school. You know, me personally, I just couldn't imagine, you know, doing that. You know, where are you gonna call home? I mean, where is gonna be your school? You know, so it's difficult, but I know it's different. I know we all have to adapt. You know, we just gotta try to hold on to the guys that we got, you know, and then try to pour into them and just love on them and just show them that this is the right place. And hopefully we'll keep most of them. And I love to keep all of them, but you have to be realistic.
Classic Thanksgiving week question. What are you grateful for this year?
You know, I'm grateful for, you know, my family. You know, grateful, you know, for my faith, grateful for the opportunity to be here at the University of Tennessee, grateful to be the D-line coach, you know, grateful for health. You know, it's just so many things to be grateful for. I mean, there's so many people out here that are struggling, going through a lot of things that we just take it for granted, you know, how good we have things.
Any other questions? Patrick and then Rob.
Coach, how do you think Tyler Barr has played this season?
I think Tyler has upped his game, and I think he's been more productive. And I think he would tell you is because I think he's invested more into it. So, you know, he's getting more of a return out of it. You know, so it's been good to watch the maturity and the growth. And I hope that he thinks that we've helped him, you know, somewhat, you know, along that path. You know, that's what you really want to do as a college coach. You want to help these young men grow in all areas, you know, on the field, off the field, classroom, academic, socially, spiritually, everything. So hopefully, you know, he feels like we've helped him to grow in all those areas.
Coach, what you see people do the last 2 or 3 weeks, you try and slow down the pass rush, go extra blockers, keep it tight end, that kind of thing.
Well, obviously that's part of it. We've got to, we got to strain harder. Quick game, we got to do a better job getting our hands up. We got to get pushed. You're going to get chipped. We just got to pre-snap. We got to see things, and we got to strain better. We just got to finish, and we got to be technical and fundamentally sound. We just can't go out there and start to freelance. Start to stress. Some things are not going right. Then you feel like, hey, I can abort everything that I've been taught, everything we're teaching, to try to go make a play and not do it inside the scheme. And then you end up giving up a big play. So, we just got to be more attention to detail, stress, really stress and strain. We can, I got to coach them better, teach them better, and we all got to do better.
Last question, Vince.
This time of year, what's the balance between trying to make sure your guys who are probably banged up from the season are fresh and ready to go best possible for the game versus still practicing that physicality you're going to expect from them on Saturdays?
Well, I think everybody's banged up. It's a collision sport. So that comes with it. But I do think there is a balance. That you got to be able to have some gas in the tank, and you got to be motivated. My thing, this week, man, is so much bigger than us as individuals. It's about these guys that have never had the opportunity again to run through that tee and to play in Needham City. It's about playing for your brothers. It's about landing on the line for your brothers. That's one of the things that I have tried to stress in my room is trying to be more selfless. That it's not about us. Let's make it so much bigger than us. So hopefully, I'm hoping and praying that that's going to carry over because we've got some really good young men that deserve to go out the right way.
Thank you, Coach.